I call Gallatin County Board of Education meeting to order at 1600 on 9/16/2025 at the Wallace Central Office Building. I'd like to welcome everyone, and all board members are present. Stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like for us to take a minute here, to do a moment of silence for everything that's going on in this country. It's nuts. So I'd like to take a moment of silence for that, please. Next item on the agenda, approval of agenda.
Make a motion to approve.
Richard Jones so moves.
Second.
Miss Amanda seconds. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign here. Public comments, Ms. Bonnefield-Hart.
I wanted to have the girls come. I represent Inspiring United Pathways of Kentucky, and we are requesting for the use of the schools again this year. I think Mr. Dodd and the principals have some applications for y'all to sign. But I wanted to thank you guys. We met last year, and we just had a fabulous year. And I don't know if y'all know much about our club, but we're just a nonprofit club with a bunch of parents got together. We decided to break away from the Girl Scouts, and we incorporated the Wildflowers, and then a year later we brought the boys in because the boys kept wanting to go with us all the time. So we just figured we'd make it legal and give them a club. So anyway, we had a fantastic year. Last year we had the applications of enrollment was 48.
Wow.
But there was about regular attendance at the little school was about 16, and at the upper school was 12 to 20, give or take. But there were 48 enrolled, and I wanted to let you know that in Owen County, because we don't have the school system involved and they won't let us in, we only have 8. You know, it's just the difference of the parents having to bring them and leave. But I want to give you some information about how we're funded. We do the farmers markets when we can. We make products and sell them like jewelry, or what else do we make? Candy, and we have a permit that we can make candy through the state. And we made concrete mushrooms last year. We made bird feeders out of grapevines. And then the BP over in Sparta, they give us a shelf that we can put stuff in there. So if you're ever over there, check our shelf out. And then we did the 127 yard sale. We do the Highway 25 yard sale. Just anything we can do to make money, you know. But we were able to raise enough money for 7 of the kids to go to church camp. We teamed up with Be More Camp, and they have events through, like they have a Christmas party they invited us to go to, and they are having a big bonfire in October. But it costs $300 per kid to go. We were able to send 7 kids, and we had a fantastic time. I go with them because I don't, trust the kids with people I don't know. So, but anyway, they got to go to camp, and we went to the Wool Festival last year. We went to the state capitol building. Senator Jay Williams got us in, and he showed them a great time. We had a really good time at the capitol building. We picked them up here after like around noon, and we had a 2 o'clock appointment. We were able to go down there and see all the sites in Frankfort, and then we went out to eat, and we came on back. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that I think, this is personal opinion, that we have the best little county school system here that I've been around. I mean, I've been around some in Eastern Kentucky, and I'm just so proud of you all. And I wanted them to come so they could see, what goes on, what the school system has to do to be able for them to have the doors open every day. So I wanted them just to see that you're just common people that are elected, and that they're privileged to have you guys looking out for them.
And we also have a student board member, Miss Brianna, is with us. So when you're a senior, you can maybe apply for that.
Yeah.
So think about that. She's our student board member.
Julia knows her. She told
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
Anyway, you'll be seeing us, and if you see us out, they wear these little bandanas when we have events. So if you see a kid with a bandana on, they're a Wildflower or Watchman. So kind of speak to them and say, hey, how's it going? Make sure they're using their manners. And that's all we want to do, so we'll leave if that's okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for everything you're doing.
All right, thank you.
Y'all come back.
We can go.
See y'all later. Thank you.
Any more
See you
public
all.
comments? Hearing no further public comments, moving
Thank
on
you.
to board member comments. Miss Becky?
I just want to thank everybody for attending the regional meeting, and a shout out to Brianna for attending and just having the most magical voice. You could have heard a pin drop in there. But we knew that, but nobody else there knew that until you started singing. So appreciate you. McKenna Tate was there and her mom, and boy, did she knock everybody dead. And Jody and Rachel did a great job in helping me get those details together. So a shout out to them. I thought we had a great turnout. We had several legislators there. So Hargis, I know you were instrumental in that. So it was just overall a really good evening, and we had a lot of door prizes to raffle off. So we spread some Gallatin County joy out there between the distillery and Jules and a few other places. So anyway, that's all I had. Just wanted to thank everybody.
Miss Amanda?
So following up on that, great event. Appreciated being there. Appreciated Brianna drawing my name for a gift card again this year. This is
You
pretty good
rigged
stuff.
that, didn't you?
So I said Landon who?
I gotta take it.
Yeah, I know, you both won.
And
I didn't win.
Secondly, I just want to compliment the grounds. I drove around, I was a little bit early today, and the school and the grounds are looking phenomenal. Everything looks really, really good. So kudos to the maintenance and everybody that's keeping that.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add.
Miss Becky, I want to commend you on the respect that was shown to the legislators that was there. Some of them wasn't going to come because of the way things have been in the past. I thought you done a phenomenal job, and I appreciate everybody showing the respect and stuff they deserve. Whether we agree with them or disagree with them, like us, they're elected, and they make some very important decisions that affect all school districts. And I appreciate, it was probably one of the nicest ones I've been to.
Thank you.
And excellent job on that. And then real quick, tomorrow morning, Mr. Arvin, Mr. Jury, myself, I believe Mr. Jury's going with the St. Jude, will be testifying before the Education Budget Committee in the morning at 10:30 in Frankfurt. The colleges are gonna go first, but then after they get done, they're wanting to see how what they're doing with them from a district level, how we see it from a district level. And so we'll be doing that in the morning, and then hopefully we'll get some feedback on some stuff, because I'm planning on meeting with some other people while we're down there on some stuff that we're wanting to move forward with in our district on and things, and hopefully that'll come out pretty good for us tomorrow. Other than that, that's all I have. Oh, one other thing real quick, and I talked with Mr. Arvin about it. Out here on the end, I'd like to take a look and get some arrows painted, so you don't get called everything but a white man if you sit in the center and decide to go left. The vehicle's pulled up left, and you and that both going to left at the same time. But, she have anything to say, John?
She found it on, she found your answer on the web.
Okay, thank you. But thank you all, and excellent job on that, Miss Becky.
Thank you.
Am I not supposed to turn left out of that?
Well, yeah, you can, but don't sit in the center and turn left, because somebody's gonna come up beside you and turn with you. Moving on, hearing no further comments from the board, school staff reports, student board member, Miss Brianna.
I've spoke with the winter guard. They had their orientation meeting, I believe, last week, and they said that they had quite a few new members, so that's good that they're growing. Student council had their first meeting of the year yesterday with their new sponsor, Mr. Lusk. I believe he's the instructional coach. I could be wrong. But he seems like he's very excited for it, ready to hit the ground running once we get some kind of officers established within that. And then yesterday morning and today morning, the FFA went over to the lower elementary and upper elementary, and we read ag-related books to them for All In for Ag Education Week. They had a lot of questions, and I think they now know that chocolate milk does not come from a rock.
It's good. We're
That
learning.
Comes
is
from
too
Black
funny.
House, don't it?
Great report.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on, Mr. Bushman, do you have anything?
Yeah, you have a copy of the attendance report. A couple good things about it. Enrollment is up a little bit. So in the near future, when we start doing the growth factor report, we're gonna take a look at that and see if our increased enrollment will lead to some increased funding. But we are up a little bit this year so far. In addition to just being up in numbers, we are up in attendance percentage as well. And looking at page 2 of what you have provided, just a little bit of data from last week's high attendance day. Did really good as a district. Lower Elementary had the highest attendance in the district at 98.5% on that day. High school was really good as well, almost 96% for high school is really good. So those numbers were sent to the regional DPP representatives, and there's a small monetary prize, but it's about winning and getting Gallatin County some positive recognition. So hopefully our lower elementary especially, with that high percentage might have a chance there. So that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you.
There are no questions for Mr. Bushman. Mr. Tony Jury, the floor is yours, sir.
A few things to report on. It's official. KDE has announced that the state will be switching from the ACT to SAT. So that'll be starting in this spring. We'll give the SAT. The high school is looking for resources to help us prepare for that. We've been given tentative dates for the 2025 testing results, when they'll be shared. On October 23rd, I'll get a look at them to see if there's any kind of systematic things that are wrong, and so I'll do a review on that. It's called Quality Control Day. And then embargo to the district, they just say mid to late November, and public reporting mid to late November, and then that's all we have from KDE on that. We'll keep you updated. We did the first round of iReady testing in the first week of school because we wanted that data sooner, because schools are using that along with other measures to make instructional decisions for our kiddos. We're doing a study on when they left and when they come back. How do they look? When they left second grade and now they're in third, what's it look like? So we're doing that study, and we're going back a few years to look at that as well. We've started our 30, 60, 90 plans, and they've been drafted at each building. We're doing one with the virtual academy as well. And it's just all about continuous improvement. In the process, it's a bi-weekly meeting with each of those schools where Mr. Arvin and I sit down with them and go over what's going on academically, how we supporting students behaviorally, just the whole list. And so it helps us connect with each building, know what's going on in that building, and through the process we have found ways that we can support our buildings much more, because it's easy to get holed up over here just on a computer and doing things. So we started that 2 years ago. This will be the third year, and it's a big task, but I think it's working out. We're launching this is a new CSIP, CDIP year, so that planning is starting again. That plan is due January 1st. We're going to have the community event like we did last year. We plan to do that on November 4th, is when we'll do that. We want input from all of our different stakeholders, and so we'll continue that process. And along those lines, KDE has graced and selected our district to be audited this year for our CSIPs and our CDIP. Every school gets an audit, as well as the district. They'll be auditing what we submit on January 1st. They're going to be looking at the process of how we come up with that improvement plan. They gave us a simple 26-page rubric to go by so that we know what they're looking for. So we're in the process of that. And that's it for my report. I don't want to be rude, but my son's playing soccer in Harrison County. If I leave now, I can get there.
Yes,
Go.
absolutely. Be safe.
All right.
Be careful, Mr. Jury.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you. There are no further questions for Mr. Jury. Moving on to our illustrious superintendent, Mr. David Arvin.
So just a couple of notes. Spoke with Mr. Level, some things that he has been working on. They're continuing to get some cameras up. They got the cameras up in the college and career lab in the middle school. our bus garage had cameras in a closet that nobody really knew was there until we opened it up one day, and so we had company helped us get that server moved over because there were just random cameras that nobody knew where they went to. So we found those over the summer and were able to get that moved. Mr. Level also had the opportunity to go to a grant writing workshop last week that went very, very well. I've spent some time last week and talked to you guys. New superintendent training, I've only got a couple more of those that I've got to do between now and the end of the year. So they've been good, but I'm excited to have those off the books so I can be here more. And then Monday afternoon and this morning was in Lexington with the Kentucky Association of School Superintendents and doing some work there. I shared with you just a brief list, again, just so you guys are informed on some of the things we're doing, a list that we'll usually meet in Tony's office, and where we go over some of the academic stuff and just big ideas and brainstorming. We'll put those up, we get them checked off, he erases it, we add to, and we're just constantly, that's an iterative process that we're going throughout the course of the year. So that's just a snapshot of the last 2 times, and then the other piece of paper I gave you, I will let Ms. Bishop touch on really quick, but it's a program that she has connected with and got this made available to our families. So
you guys have a flyer. It is a program that was purchased by KDE through, like, if you've heard of ABC Mouse. So KDE bought 1,000 licenses of this Age of Learning program. And it came out in a special education newsletter, and it was only open to 3- and 4-year-olds who don't attend public preschool. So we sent it out to our preschool families. Our enrollment is 76 preschool students right now, and we had within a couple hours 3 families sign up. So KD called us and said, would Gallatin County be willing to trial this as this kindergarten readiness if we opened it up to all 4- and 5-year-olds in Gallatin County, including current preschool families? And so we said, yep. And so we sent that out on Grandparents' Night at Lower Elementary, and we've had 9 students already sign up, and they send the family an iPad, a year subscription to this Age of Learning, and mobile hotspot for internet. And then the kids get to keep the iPads after the program is up. So hopefully this will help with kindergarten readiness, and Gallatin's one of the only counties that they're opening up to 4- and 5-year-olds who are enrolled too. So it's kind of to see if this will help our kindergarten for grants numbers.
Awesome.
So, and again, just kudos to Ms. Bishop for A, reading all her emails, and B, responding and getting this opportunity set up for all of our preschool students.
Outstanding job.
That's a conclusion of my report.
Good deal.
Mr. Orban, did you say that Matt went to grant writing
Yes,
to get us any money?
we're working on it. He
So
was.
how do we know if it was successful or not then?
Well, give me a year and I'll let you know.
Okay, just one. Here, anybody have any more questions for Mr. Orban? Everybody get a chance to look at site-based minutes and agendas?
Yes.
Everybody get a chance to look at HR actions? Moving on to the consent agenda. Something I do want to touch on real quick. I think, Vanna, you want to touch on that real quick? Got her another application in?
Yes. I think there is in the
It's the
facilities request.
request,
Yes, there's one in there for the middle school, and she'll have another one on the next meeting. She just didn't get it in time for this one.
But I think they're gonna have a meeting with her and the principals and things, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, Mr. Orban.
Yeah.
There was kind of some issues last year when it come time to pick kids up. Our staff was having to stay, clean up, and it's not their responsibility. And so if we approve that, I would recommend we approve that upon contingency of her knowing what's expected of them. If
Yeah,
that's
sure.
okay with the
And the
board.
principal, if we
Yes.
need to have the principal cancel it at any time because it's not,
Yes.
it's fine.
So my motion is to approve the consent agenda with that added.
Second.
Got a motion, a second. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving on to item 8, recommend action of new business. Approval of emergency certification for preschool teacher. I so move.
Second.
Mr. Jones seconds.
How long does it take to get the certification? Is it like a 2-year process?
She has 5 semesters,
5 semesters? Okay.
and she actually already started. She would be provisional, but they're doing a thing at the college that she's at now that they won't do it until her grades are in for her first semester. They
Okay.
won't approve provisional status.
Is that 6 hours or is it more than that now?
She has to do 6, so.
Any other questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 8B, review approved some behavioral.
MOU?
Yep.
Make a motion to approve.
Mr. Jones so moves.
Second.
Miss Amanda seconds. Hearing no discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 8C, review approved working budget for 2026. Everybody get a chance to look over it? Is Mary Jane here?
No.
Oh, that's right.
She's
she
out
is.
of town.
Y'all look at those numbers, I think on the one, we're going, it shows 1.6 on it, but we're gonna revise that, probably, she moves some money over, for bus purchasing, move the money over, they can't spend it unless we approve it, to cafeteria. And I think, she thinks around 1.1, 1.2 million contingency, somewhere in there.
That's what she
A
had
little bit
mentioned.
higher, but that's what we're gonna show on paper.
What's that come out on a percentage?
About a 2 point,
He had the conversation with her. I had-
yeah, a little bit higher than
hadn't
I
seen
did
it.
the percentage, John. We're well over.
We're over
2%.
we're over the state minimum.
Yeah,
Okay, I was supposed to say, wasn't it 3% or is it 2%?
2%.
Okay.
Now, the minimum was 2%, but you were like, in last year, you were way over it.
Yeah.
I
That's
think that
okay.
those raises
Yeah.
and
Oh,
things.
the raises.
Paid some people some money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We gave a few
But
raises.
you're down to like 3%.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, we paid bonds off.
Yeah, I
early,
got
then
you.
we'll get money back on
Just
that.
let's not spend that much money this year.
No, definitely
We're
not.
good for a while.
All right,
We're good.
I trust you.
The,
We don't need a
Well,
state
here comes
takeover.
Dean. Here
well,
comes-
actually, if they did take us over, it'd be an extra million a year for us.
Mr. Arvin, I would like to know by next meeting what that percentage is.
If I could get that.
Yeah, we can get that real quick.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect
I'll
any
find
vote
out.
I have. I just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to have it rolling around my nugget somewhere.
Do we have a motion?
No, ma'am.
I move that we approve the
Miss
working
Becky
budget.
so moves. I'll second it. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Approve to create a stipend for visit a high school archery coach with a stipend of $3,500. Mr. Arvid?
Yeah, so this is something we had talked about before, getting a coaching position created. Mr. Butler did all the legwork on that. Had to get something done with the PE program, and then he was able to get a grant that essentially purchases all the equipment and everything for the startup at the program. So we're out nothing for that. I think we've got to get a net hung in the gym, but other than that, once we approve this, we can get it posted, work on getting a coach hired, and then be able to get the program up and going. It's, again, in conversations with everybody, and Mr. Butler, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a very long season. There's a state season and a national season, and theoretically it could run September all the way through June, depending on how well the students shoot at meets.
Okay.
Is
How
this-
many students do we have showing interest?
I don't have the numbers for that, Ms. Otten did. She's included that in the proposal for the Title IX coming up, but we've not conducted an official survey to do that. It has to be part of our PE program first, and then we can move forward into that.
Okay.
So this
So
is
we-
only high school?
Probably isn't gonna happen this year.
It would be spring semester if it does.
Okay. Do we have someone that we think is willing to coach it? Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Mr. Jones so moves.
I'll second.
Miss Becky seconds. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Did I miss either one of the principals over
No, they're here for the
there?
next one.
Okay. I seen them sitting over there, and I kept looking on the agenda, and I was like, where they at anyway?
They're E.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They
AD,
moved down the
Enter
agenda.
into executive session regarding KRS 61.810, paragraph 1, subsection S, or discuss hearing which might lead to discipline, dismissal, or expulsion of Gallatin County student. I so move.
Second.
Mr. Jones seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are now in executive session. Item 8G, I so moved to approve the items took into executive session. Mr. Jones seconded it. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All 5-0. Mr. Jones so moved to adjourn. I think Miss Ashley seconded it. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you all.
Thank
And
you.
We
I'll let you all
we've
know
got
we
to
call a
schedule,
special meeting.
yeah, we've got to
Yes.
schedule another one,
I
so
got issues.
that can be
Down for a week.
up to
Oh, I
Monday,
got three.
Monday or Tuesday of next week,
That's fine.
which, what works the best for.
And this one will be, I think,
I'll get you the paperwork.
yeah,
I'll
I
email it
think
to you tonight,
this one's gonna be a
but
little different.
get it to
for-
them Wednesday. We
I'll
can have a
probably be
meeting on
out.
Monday.
That's fine.
Either
As long as
one.